Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are well. So this week's video I was actually inspired by Milena Ciciotti's video. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I always feel like I butcher her name. I will link her video down below. And I like filming like New Year's resolution videos. However, I really like the concept of this video as I feel like it's a bit more interesting and everything like that. So for this week's video, I'm going to be talking about the things that I am leaving in 2020. We don't want any of that anymore. And the things that I am changing and bringing forward into the year 2021. I've split this into 4 categories and I'm hoping that this video might inspire you guys to start thinking about what your goals are for the year and kind of the things you want to change from the previous year. One of the things I really want to do this year on my channel is bring a lot more faith into my content, and I'm going to be doing this by sharing with you guys a Bible verse in every single video that I make. And this week's Bible verse actually comes from the Bible in 1 year of today that I did this morning, and it comes from Matthew 6 and it is verses 33 to 34. It says, "But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." And I think it's such a great encouragement going into the new year, just leaving behind all of the fears and all of the worries of the previous year and stepping into who God's calling us to be in this year and just his faithfulness and his promises. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So I was actually inspired by a YouTuber called Michelle B, and she actually spoke about having a word of the year, and I thought it would be something so cool that I wanted to integrate into my year. So firstly, I'm just going to talk quickly about the word of the year which I have for this year, and that is adventure. And this goes into lots of different areas. I want to be more adventurous, trying new things, having fun, saying yes more, and being adventurous with my content. So that is kind of my overall word of the year of what I really want to focus on. And if you guys haven't picked a word of the year, then I'd really challenge you guys to do that because it's just so cool and it gives you a focus for the year. So the first category of things I'm changing this year is faith. Now this is obviously a big part of my life. I'm a Christian and these are just a few things that I want to do this year. First things first, I am leaving putting the world before God in 2020. It's easy to put God on the back burner. However, this year is something that I really want to implement is making time for God straight away, putting God first. So first thing in the morning, I want to be getting up, reading my Bible, reading a devotional, and already focusing myself on God before I go on social media, which is a habit that I think a lot of us do as Christians, or just anyone in general. The first thing we do is we pick up our phone, and what does that feed us? It feeds us stuff from the world already. So that's something that I definitely want to do. In the Bible we're called to be in the world but not of the world, and I think putting God before everything in the world is so crucial to living that truth and living our calling as Christians. Another thing that I'm leaving in 2020 is thinking that I am too busy to spend time with God and kind of not making God a priority in my life. Listen, one of the things that I have learned a lot recently is you are never too busy for something that you want to prioritize and focus on. So for me, I'm going to be making sure that I prioritize God and make time for God throughout my day by reading the Bible every day, spending time in God's presence and praying with him. And I recently started Bible in 1 year, which I feel like I always do and then I never finish, and I really want to finish it this year. I really want to make sure that I am spending time every single day. And the final thing that I want to do this year in the faith category is fitting God in everywhere I can. Like every little gap that I have in life that I might be thinking, oh, I'm going to watch some TV, or I'm going to watch YouTube, or I'm just going to, pointlessly scroll through social media. I'm going to be intentional in that and make it a time of God. So whether that is putting Christian music on, worship music, listening to a podcast, I really want to start getting into listening to podcasts, or even just listening to sermons and words, basically just filling my time in an intentional place to have God work through me and in me during that time. So the next category I have is lifestyle. This is a bit of a broad category and I have got quite a few things in this. So firstly, I want to be more active. Now obviously I previously did musical theatre training last year, and that was, a lot of exercise, and since coming out of that, my body isn't getting the same exercise as it was before, so I really want to make sure that some form of exercise is a priority every day, whether it is going for a walk, running. I kind of want to start running and working out. I want to actually have a workout routine that is consistent, that I see progress in. Another thing that I am leaving in 2020 is mental health, anxiety, depression. Goodbye, I don't want it anymore. I've spoken about it a lot on my channel, and I do want to film a whole video about my mental health journey and everything like that once I'm out of the woods. I'm, in the clearing. I'm kind of not out there yet. However, this is something that I really want to focus on kind of getting rid of, kicking butt this year, because it is something that I don't want in my life anymore, and it is not who God has called me to be. It is not the life that I've been called in to be in. Recently I have started to come off my medication, which I was prescribed for anxiety over a year ago, and I started reducing my dose at the beginning of December, and now it's obviously like been a month later and I'm feeling really good. So I want to kind of continue coming down off of that and coming off my medication fully. Also leaving in 2020 is filling myself up with unhealthy things. I want to fill myself up with good things. Now, I want to eat healthy, I want to drink lots of water, and also in a faith way as well, and a mental health way. Just fill myself with things that bring me light and bring me joy. I want to read more books this year. Last year I set myself a target of reading 20 books, and this year I'm setting myself a target of reading 30 books. I find reading books for me helps me to relax, unwind, and everything like that, and I think just prioritising that instead of watching YouTube or Netflix or scrolling through social media, reading a book. And I challenge you guys, if you do anything this year, read some books, because books are good. Another thing I'm leaving in 2020 is not prioritising myself. It's so easy in life to put prioritising yourself on the back burner, but how can you help other people and be there for other people and give to other people if your cup isn't full? And I think that's something that we forget a lot as Christians specifically, but it's just people in general. It's easy to burn yourself out while trying to help others and support others and everything like that, but it's important to fill yourself up and fill your own cup up. So I am prioritising self-care days. I really want to have a day a week or an evening a week or an afternoon a week which is purely self-care, and that will help me to kind of unwind and just feel better in a mental way. I also want to have a day a month where I have no social media days, so I don't go on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, I don't watch YouTube videos, I don't watch Netflix, basically having like a digital detox day where I don't watch anything or don't use my computer in any way. And I challenge you guys to implement this in your days too. I'm really excited to do this, and I actually think I'm going to vlog a couple of them, and if you guys want to see them then let me know in the comments. Another thing with this is I'm going to prioritise journaling. I want to journal at least once a week. I do a lot of Bible journaling and personal journaling, and I think again it's a way to really reflect. Another thing I'm leaving in 2020 is forcing joy and enjoyment in things that I'm not feeling anymore, that the season has ended on. And that was a thing that I learned in 2020 where I had with musical theatre. The season of that had come to an end, and I felt like I was just pushing it, trying to force it, and I don't want to force joy anymore. I want to find things that truly make me happy and truly spark joy, and that's kind of what I want to do this year in terms of the word of adventure. And in that I want to focus on making content that I enjoy. I want to make content on my YouTube channel that I enjoy making, that I enjoy watching, and that inspires me. It can be so easy as a YouTuber, especially like I've grown my channel to where it is now, and I really want to grow it more. Like I am praying that we would get to like 5k this year, because that would be such a dream, and if that is in God's will, then I know that that will happen. However, I want to focus on making content that inspires me and that I know that will inspire others, and instead of trying to force content that I don't enjoy making, that isn't me and isn't my channel, isn't my brand, trying to fit in with what else is going on YouTube. I just don't want to do that anymore. I want to be a bit more free in my content and try new things. The third category I have is studies. This is a smaller category for me this year. Now I am leaving making my whole focus being studies and working hard in 2020. I'm going to schedule time where I study, where I do my reading, and then I have time when I can adventure, I can try new things, I can explore more, and just not have my whole life revolving around studies. And the fourth final category that I thought would be great to add in is outward. So this is what I'm going to give back to the community, how I'm going to help others what I'm going to do this year, you know, outwards, if that makes sense. So I want to give more this year. That is one thing that I want to do. I want to serve in church more, obviously, you know, when it is safe to do so, when we can all be in person again. Obviously with the pandemic it's been difficult, but I want to be able to work in kids again and you know, kind of serving students, which I've been doing throughout the pandemic. I've been leading a small group, which has been an incredible experience. And in that way I also want to volunteer more. I want to volunteer at least twice this year, which is quite difficult in the pandemic, and I actually have a volunteering thing coming up which I'm starting this month, I think. I'm not sure when exactly, but it is on Zoom and it is virtual tutoring for students who have fallen behind during the pandemic with the learning being at home, and I think this is something that is going to be really, really great that I know God is going to use me through. And another thing I want to do in this is just being positive and encouraging of you guys and of people in my life. I don't know why, but sometimes I feel like people find positive people are too much, and I want to get back to being a positive person and an encouraging person. And I want you guys to see that, and I want that to inspire you guys. I want this channel to be a safe place where you guys can come with all the chaos that's going on in the world, and it can be your time out. And I want my social media to be like that too, and I don't want it to come across in a fake way, because I know people, you know, on social media, you know, you show your highs, you don't always show your lows, but I want to do both. I want to show you guys the good times, the bad times, the times where I'm struggling, and the times where I can motivate you guys to believe that good things are coming. Yeah, I just want that to be my brand. I want my brand to be motivating people. So that is pretty much everything for this year. I really challenge you guys to go ahead and do this if this is something that you're interested in. You don't have to film a video, but maybe share it on social media or something to inspire other people. I also thought I would share with you guys something that has really helped me in doing this, and this is the Goodbye 2020, Hello 2021 Reflective Journal by Project Love. Now I got this in my Books That Matter subscription that my sister gifted me for Christmas, which is absolutely amazing. I will pop their Instagram down below if you guys are interested in following them and subscribing to their service. I think I'll probably end up continuing it on if I can afford to do so, because I really love the concept. But this is a reflective journal that helps you to reflect on the year that's passed and focus on your word of the year, what you want this year to be. I will link this journal too if you guys are interested. It has definitely helped me and inspired me. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that it inspired you guys and motivated you guys. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new, and please click the bell so you get notified every time I upload. The YouTube algorithm doesn't always push small channels, and it would be great if you guys could help my channel kind of get out there. Also, let me know any videos you guys want to see, and leave a comment letting me know some of the things that you are changing this year, things you're leaving in 2020 and improving in 2021. Also, let me know any videos you guys want to see from me, as always, and follow me on all my social media. Instagram, Twitter and TikTok are on the screen and in the description box below. Please go check me out there. It would make a huge difference, and I post a lot on my Instagram, motivating content and everything like that, and it would be great to have you guys over there. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. I had a blanket on me this whole video and it was so warm and comfy, and now I don't want to get up.